Today, we're going to talk about a period of history that's kind of hiding in plain sight. It's in our hospitals, it's in our computers, it's even in our language. We're talking about the Islamic Golden Age, and you are probably going to be surprised by just how much it shaped the world we live in today. All right, so let's kick things off with a little bit of a puzzle. What could possibly connect the algorithms running on your phone with the way your local hospital is set up? I mean, on the surface, they seem like they're from completely different worlds, right? Well, the answer isn't in Silicon Valley, and it's not in some modern medical journal. The real connection, the thread that ties them together, goes way back in history, to a forgotten golden age that was quietly laying the foundations for our modern world. And we're talking about a huge stretch of time here, from the 8th all the way to the 15th century. That's almost 700 years. This wasn't some brief flash in the pan. It was centuries of sustained, brilliant innovation. It all started with places like the legendary House of Wisdom in Baghdad and gave us geniuses like the physician Ibn Sina and the engineer al-Jazuri. So what was the secret sauce? What made it all happen? At its very core, this era was built on a culture that just deeply, profoundly valued learning. It created a world that was truly united by one thing: the pursuit of knowledge. And get this, it wasn't just happening in one isolated spot. We're talking about this incredible network of vibrant, bustling cities. Baghdad, Cordoba over in Spain, Cairo, Samarkand, they all became these global centers of gravity for intellect and for culture. And what's so cool is that you had scholars from all different faiths, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, all working side by side, collaborating to figure out the secrets of the universe. Now, when you get that many brilliant people together from all over the world, you've got to find a common language. And for them, one of the most powerful languages wasn't spoken at all. It was calculated. And this brings us to the world of mathematics. So there was this Persian scholar, a guy named Al-Khwarizmi, and he came up with this totally revolutionary system for solving equations. He called his method algebra, which literally translates to the reunion of broken parts. How beautiful is that? The whole idea was about finding a solution by restoring balance and harmony to an equation. And this is the moment where history connects directly to you, right now. Algebra, sound familiar? That's right, it gives us algebra. And the guy who invented it, Al-Khwarizmi, his name gives us algorithm. No joke. The core concept that powers every single computer and smartphone today has its roots right here in 9th century Baghdad. But this revolutionary, systematic way of thinking wasn't just for abstract numbers. They started applying that exact same logic, that desire to restore balance and find solutions, to one of our most fundamental human challenges: taking care of the sick. This is really where we see the birth of modern medicine. You know, the first public hospitals, like the ones built in cities like Baghdad, honestly, they were shockingly advanced. If you look at their features, they feel incredibly modern. I mean, they had specialized wards for different illnesses, a genius idea to stop diseases from spreading. They had on-site pharmacies, and they kept written patient records. This whole system of organized, systematic care is the direct ancestor of the hospitals we know today. And the knowledge they gathered was just monumental. The physician Ibn Sina, or Avicenna as he was known in the West, wrote this book called The Canon of Medicine. Think of it as the ultimate medical encyclopedia of its time. It was so complete, so thorough, that it was used as the standard medical textbook across Europe for more than 600 years. I mean, can you even imagine a single textbook being used from the Middle Ages all the way to the Enlightenment? It's mind-blowing. So once you've started to master these incredibly complex systems, from pure math to the human body, what's the next logical question? Well, you start to wonder, could we create complex systems of our own? And this is where we see a huge leap into engineering, and really the dawn of a mechanical future.
You have got to hear about the genius of the engineer al-Jazari. We're talking centuries before Da Vinci or the Industrial Revolution, and this guy was designing and building these incredible automated machines. We're talking about intricate water clocks that track the heavens, automatic servants that would pour drinks, and even complex programmable humanoid figures. These were, in essence, some of the world's very first robots.
So how did all this incredible knowledge survive through the centuries? It wasn't by accident, that's for sure. They very consciously built an infrastructure for learning, one that was designed specifically to preserve and share these discoveries for the benefit of all humanity. Take the University of Al-Qarawiyyin in Morocco. It's recognized as the world's oldest continually operating university. It was founded way back in 859 AD. And get this, by a woman, Fatima el-Firhi. Institutions like this one and these vast libraries like the one in Cordoba that held hundreds of thousands of books, they were the engines that preserved and spread knowledge when much of Europe was in its dark ages. And the legacy of this era isn't just in these big, abstract ideas, it's woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Your morning coffee, the soap and perfume you use, the science of optics in your camera, surgical tools that are still used today, the navigation techniques that opened up the entire globe, all of these have their roots deep in this period. But what was the driving force behind this incredible explosion of discovery? Well, from what we can tell, it wasn't a quest for power or for conquest. Instead, it seems to have been a core belief inspired by the Quranic command to seek knowledge, that learning itself was an act of faith and a service to all of humanity. And that leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Looking at our own world, with all of our amazing technological marvels and scientific breakthroughs, it's worth asking ourselves, what inspires the great achievements of our time?